Sharks feared but misunderstood. Many people think sharks are very dangerous. They imagine sharks are always hunting humans. This idea comes from stories and movies. But is it really true? We must look at the facts about these amazing fish. Sharks have been swimming in our oceans for a very long time. They were here long before people. They are an ancient and important part of the sea. We need to understand them better. It is important to learn the truth beyond the scary tales we often hear from different sources. The truth is, shark attacks on humans are very rare. You are more likely to be struck by lightning. You are also more likely to be harmed by a falling coconut. Many other daily activities are much riskier than swimming in the ocean where sharks live. Each year, millions of people swim, surf, and dive. Only a very small number ever have a bad encounter with a shark. Most sharks are not interested in humans at all. They have their own food sources and their own lives in the vast underwater world. When a shark does bite a human, it is often a mistake. The shark might think a surfer on a board looks like a seal, or it might be curious and use its mouth to investigate. This is how sharks explore new things in their environment. They do not have hands like we do, so they use their mouths to feel and understand objects. These bites are usually quick. The shark realizes it is not its normal food, and it swims away. Sadly, even a mistaken bite can be serious because sharks are powerful. It is important to remember that humans are visitors in the shark's home. The ocean is their natural habitat, and we enter their world when we go into the water. Most of the time, sharks simply ignore people. They are busy looking for fish or other marine animals to eat. They are not actively seeking out humans as prey. Understanding this helps us see sharks differently. They're not monsters. They are wild animals living their lives as they have for millions of years in the deep blue sea. Movies and news stories often make sharks seem very scary. Think about famous films where a big shark is the villain. These movies show sharks as always hungry for people. They create a picture of a monster that hunts humans without reason. This is not a true picture of real sharks. These stories are made to be exciting and to sell tickets or get attention, but they have a big effect on how people feel about sharks in the real world. This dramatic portrayal has unfortunately shaped public perception for decades. The news media also plays a part in this fear. When a shark bite happens, it often becomes a big story. It is reported on television and in newspapers around the world. This makes it seem like shark attacks happen all the time. But we do not hear about the millions of times people and sharks are in the ocean together without any problems. The media focuses on the rare, scary events. This selective reporting reinforces the idea that sharks are a constant danger to anyone who enters the water, which is simply not accurate. This constant focus on danger creates a lot of fear. People start to believe that all sharks are dangerous. They might become afraid to go into the ocean. This fear can also make people less likely to support shark conservation. If people think sharks are just killers, they might not care if shark populations decline. The powerful images and dramatic stories from the media can be very hard to forget. It shapes our understanding or misunderstanding of these important marine creatures, often leading to negative consequences. The reality is very different from what we see in many movies and news reports. Scientists who study sharks, like myself, have spent many hours underwater with them. We see that sharks are often cautious and shy. They are not the aggressive man-eaters that are often portrayed. It takes time and education to change these strong, fearful images. We need to look at the science and the facts, not just the scary stories. Learning the truth helps us to overcome the fear that has been built up over many years. Sharks play a very important role in the ocean. They're often at the top of the food chain. This means they are apex predators. As apex predators, they help keep the ocean healthy. They do this by eating other animals. They often prey on the sick, weak, or old fish. This helps to keep fish populations strong and healthy. It stops diseases from spreading among the fish. This is a vital service to the entire marine ecosystem, ensuring its overall balance and vitality. By controlling the populations of other fish, sharks also protect important habitats. For example, some sharks eat fish that graze on coral reefs. If there are too many of these grazing fish, they can damage the coral. Sharks help keep the numbers of these fish in balance. This allows the coral reefs to stay healthy and vibrant. Healthy coral reefs are home to many different kinds of sea life. Therefore, sharks indirectly help many other species survive by maintaining the health of their environment. If sharks disappear from an area, the whole ecosystem can change for the worse. Without sharks, the fish they usually eat might become too numerous. These fish might then eat too much of the smaller organisms or plants. This can lead to a decline in those smaller populations. It creates an imbalance in the food web. This is called a trophic cascade. The removal of a top predator can have effects all the way down to the smallest creatures and even the plants in the ocean. So sharks are like the doctors of the ocean. They keep the system healthy and in good working order. They are not villains. They are essential for the well-being of marine life. When we protect sharks, we are also protecting the entire ocean environment. Their presence is a sign of a healthy ocean. We must understand their importance to appreciate why their conservation is so critical for the future of our seas and the life within them. Not all sharks are large predators, like the great white. There are over 500 different kinds of sharks. Many of them are small and harmless to humans. For example, the whale shark is the biggest fish in the sea. But it eats tiny plankton. It is a gentle giant. Nurse sharks are often seen resting on the ocean floor. They are usually calm and will only bite if they are provoked or bothered. Learning about these different species helps us see the diversity of sharks. Sharks are also intelligent creatures. They can learn and remember things. My own research has shown this many times. We have trained sharks to press targets for food. They can distinguish shapes and patterns. This shows they're not just mindless eating machines. They have complex behaviors and are capable of learning. This understanding of their cognitive abilities should make us respect them even more. They are fascinating animals with abilities we are still discovering and learning about through careful observation. Instead of fearing sharks, we should respect them. They are an ancient and important part of our planet's biodiversity. Humans are a much greater threat to sharks than sharks are to humans. Millions of sharks are killed each year by fishing. Sometimes they are caught by accident and sometimes they are targeted for their fins. This is causing many shark populations to decline rapidly. This loss is dangerous for the health of our oceans, as we have discussed previously. We need to change our view of sharks. We should see them as magnificent animals that deserve our protection. We can support organizations that work to conserve sharks. We can educate ourselves and others about their true nature. By understanding sharks better, we can replace fear with respect and admiration. Let us work together to ensure these incredible creatures continue to swim in our